It is becoming more and more apparent that yes, the real estate market is shifting. We're no longer seeing crazy multiple contract scenarios all the time, prices escalating over list price, houses are sitting a bit longer on the market, sellers are considering offers, paying closing costs, kind of just a normal real estate market. Well, because of that, it's a great time to go back and look at some old strategies as well as some new loan products and take a look at how do you structure an offer? What's a good strategy to structure an offer in today's shifting, changing real estate market? This week's total cost analysis, we're going to look at an example of a $600,000 sales price. Purchaser puts 10% down, 90% loan amount. Current rate, Fannie Freddie conforming loan, good credit, 5.125% with no points or no extra cost. Payment, $3,552. Cash to close, estimated $74,800. Well, what if the seller goes in with, what if the buyer goes in with a normal, let's offer $20,000 under price? Well, now we've got a 580 sales price, 90% loan, same interest rate, payment drops $118 a month, cash to close drops about $2,000. Not bad. Some savings for the buyer. At the same time, $20,000 hit for the seller. Well, a lot of sellers are still thinking we're springtime 2020, 2021, and it's a crazy market. Well, what if a different strategy? Buyer goes in, offers the seller full price, 90% loan, but instead of asking for $20,000 off the price, buyer asks for a seller concession of 2 discount points or 2% of the loan amount to buy the rate down from the current 5 1/8 down to currently 4.625%. Well, what happens then? Now payment drops $165 a month. Cash to close stays the same. This is a win-win situation. It's called a permanent buy down or buying the rate down with discount points. It's taking the note rate, paying a fee to buy the rate down permanently. Great savings, short-term and long-term. And today we're going to look at a new product that Atlantic Coast Mortgage has rolled out, which is called a temporary 2-1 buy down. And when I say new, I mean it's new to this market. Many of you, as well as myself, remember the 2-1 buy downs from back in the 90s when we were actually filling out carbon copy forms, fill in the blanks, writing payments in. The 2-1 buy downs were very, very common back in the 90s, and they're coming back. In this scenario, we've got the same $600,000 sales price, 90% loan amount, but look here, 3.125%. That's year one. So what a 2-1 buy down is it takes the note rate of 5.125, and with the seller paying a fee, in this case, roughly 2%, buys the rate down the first year, 2% to 3.125. Second year, it goes up to 4.125. And then years 3 through 30, it's back at the full note rate of 5.125. In the total cost analysis, you can see it in the payment stream. 12 months, first year, 3.125. The next 12 months, 4.125. And then years 3 through 30 back at the note rate of 5.125. Well, what does this do? This saves the purchaser $631 a month from the full price offer at the note rate on year one. And year two, there's savings again as well. It also preserves the seller's net. He's keeping the sales price at $600, not dropping at $20,000. So it's a win-win. And where it really, really is mind-boggling is when you look at it over time. In the first 3 years, the buyer would have saved $16,000 in interest over the full asking price, $8,000 over a regular buy down, and $14,000 savings over just dropping the price by $20,000. When you look at it in a longer term, in this case 7 years, you can see that it's about the same interest paid with a regular buy down rate, but it's great savings over simply asking the seller to drop his price by $20,000. So if you're out shopping for a home right now, make sure that you ask your real estate agent and your loan officer, hopefully it's me, about buy downs, temporary buy downs, 2-1 buy downs, etc. Make sure you explore all of your options. As always, in the total cost analysis, when you click on the more info button, you'll see a payment breakdown. Closing cost tab gives a closing cost summary, and the fee detail link at the bottom gives an itemization line by line of estimated fees. If you would like a total cost analysis as a buyer to look at different buy down rates, different options in today's crazy shifting market, or if you're a seller and you have an offer in front of you that's $20,000 or $30,000 off price and want to look at some strategies to preserve your net proceeds and also benefit the buyer to make a more attractive counteroffer, give me a shout. I'd be happy to put one together.